Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream.
Jewelry television broadcasts to 86 million homes, 24 hours a day. So chances are you've probably heard of them. But did you know that JTV's campus is right here in Knoxville, Tennessee? I'm Holli McCray, and today I'm going to take you on a VIP tour of one of America's largest jewelry retailers. Come on, let's go have some fun. So in 1993, Bob, Bill, and Jerry got together in Greenville, Tennessee, and decided that they would start selling collectibles out of a warehouse. And we're going to talk a little bit about how JTV got here, but mainly about what JTV is doing now and what you can expect to see in the future.
So this area is called Gateway, and the reason it's called Gateway is all the product in every show on JTV has to come through here. And these folks back here who are trying to hide from camera, they have to count it, they have to check it, they put it in trays, and then from here, they get it ready, they go into the next room where they have the pre-show meeting. Misty and team are going through her shows, so they're coming up. So Misty's getting to play with all the jewelry and everything. Trent's gonna be directing.
Best job ever.
All right, so then after that, we'll go through here, dark space.
Thanks, guys.
This is Studio B, Studio Bravo. What we do here in this studio, so as you can see, we have a 330-degree immersive set. So basically the idea was when we built this, when we are in this environment, everywhere you look, it looks and feels like JTV, and you transition from one spot to another very easily.
So Joe Rashani, everybody, who is the executive producer of all things broadcasting at JTV. If you've seen JTV, it's because of this guy. Is that not the coolest thing? I love this. Thank you so much. So nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too.
Man, I'm coming back.
Okay.
We are at the JTV host desk, where all of the magic actually happens. This is the fabulous Christina Yanez, and she is here to talk about being a JTV host.
Yes.
I mean, I never really thought that I'd see myself at one of these desks, but it's
You look good.
A lot of fun.
You look good.
A lot of fun. So how long have you been doing this?
This month will mark 5 years.
Wow.
And I've always wanted to be a JTV host.
Really?
Like since I was a young girl.
So walk me through a day in the life. What does that look like?
We sit down and we have all of the product, all the information, our plans, so we know exactly what we're gonna be showing, we know the prices, and we go out here and just have a great time.
But there's no script.
No, there's no script.
You're covering all of this information. You have
Yes.
all of these different pieces of jewelry. You have zero script.
Yes.
So you just roll with it. You're so awesome. Oh, so great to meet you. So how exciting to be in Studio X with Eric Malzoff, who is the executive producer of streaming commerce for JTV. So Eric, tell me, JTV has been broadcasting to millions of people 24 hours a day. What does the future hold, and what are you going to do a little bit differently?
Well, to your point, jewelry television has primarily been a cable channel.
Sure.
But we also recognize that technology is changing. And we also know that consumer behavior changes with technology, and technology changes at the speed of life.
Right.
So what we're doing now is we're working in the streaming world. And we all know streaming is the technology that allows all of us to consume video anytime, anywhere, and in a single place, in a single experience. So you can watch our programming, hear our stories, take part in the expertise that we share, but also be able to shop from that video at the same time, all seamlessly.
So I'm going to be able to buy my jewelry faster and easier now?
Much faster and much easier.
Yes. So here we are back at where we started. So this concludes our VIP tour of all things jewelry television. I hope you enjoyed being behind the scenes with me today. And listen, if you're thinking about jewelry or you want some more information, be sure to hit jtv.com and check out all the live broadcasts, all of the streaming broadcasts, and don't forget to find Jadora, its sister company as well. Have a great day and go out and chase your American dream.
I'm Angie Cody, your host of American Dream TV, Selling Knoxville. And today we are in downtown Knoxville on Gay Street. Gay Street happens to be one of my most favorite streets in Knoxville. And we are going to be taking a tour of Maple Hall. It's a unique bowling experience. Come on in. So today we're going to be talking with Ryan, the managing partner here at Maple Hall, and there is so much history in this building. Ryan, tell us a little bit about the history of the building.
Yeah, it's really cool. This building was originally destroyed in 1897 as part of a $1 million fire. Built back in 1898, was a myriad of things, hardware store, so on and so forth, until JCPenney moved in here, JCPenney company, and this operated as the original JCPenney flagship store in Knoxville until 1980. From that point on, the building sat in some disrepair until our renovation project occurred in the late 2010s, and here we are, man.
Yeah, it's so much fun here.
Yeah.
So now, do you do parties? Tell us a little bit about the activities.
Yeah. So when we opened, we didn't know what private events would mean to the business. In the years since, it's a major component of what we do. It's a blast too. You know, we have a great events team that loves to take care of our guests, a great hospitality, and that's been a fun department to watch it grow here.
Now, do you serve food here?
Oh yeah. You know, it's a scratch kitchen. We make things in-house. We source locally when we can. We source sustainably when we can. It's very important that we're good stewards to our community and our environment. But most importantly, we have great food. Our chef, Robert Williamson, does a fantastic job here, takes it very personally. Here's the two-lane room, and I can tell you a couple cool things about it. I referenced earlier, that's the original sign that was on Gay Street for a long, long time.
Now that is cool.
Really cool. We had to refurbish it and obviously got it up there. We did a lot of little things to try and retain some integrity of the original space. Obviously the brick, and this isn't going to work for the camera, but if you stick your eye on the wall and look down, you'll see that it's kind of like a, old school construction. All kinds of stuff throughout the space that we wanted to keep intact. And even this table, these are old bowling lanes out of a bowling alley in South Knoxville that closed in 1996. We went back and found these lanes, got the chainsaws out ourselves and cut the tables up.
So we mentioned you serve food.
We do, and it's delicious.
Well,
right over here.
yes, yeah, let's just go try some.
Cool, so let's come on over and try some.
Oh my gosh, it looks delicious.
Told you Rob did a nice job. So, what we have going on here, we've got some southern fried pickles here with some house-made flour. It's delicious. House-made ranch, a little Blackberry Farm beer cheese, right? House-done kettle chips, a Maple Hall burger with some secret sauce, and then a vegetarian flatbread. Shall we take a bite?
Yes, it looks delicious.
I'm gonna grab a pickle.
Yes, I love fried pickles. Oh, this is so good. Yeah, really good.
Hey everyone, Jacob Collins here, your host of American Dream TV, Selling Knoxville. American Dream TV is all about lifestyle, culture, and real estate. And who else would know better about that than Justin Bailey at Realty Executives? Come inside, let's have a chat. Hey everybody, welcome back. Jacob Collins here with Justin Bailey. Just wanted to go ahead and introduce him. He is the CEO of Realty Executives. Thank you, Justin, for having us today. I just wanted to get started and kind of ask, how did Realty Executives come about here locally in the Knoxville area?
Yeah, so Realty Executives has been around for 45 years. We were founded in 1977 by a man named Vance Berkey. Vance's kind of character and reputation in the marketplace, how respected he was. He was a former president for their local association. People just kind of flocked to him when he opened the brand here, and I do attribute so much of kind of who we are to a lot of the things that he instilled, 45 years ago.
And whenever y'all opened 45 years ago, it was one location. And how many locations do we have for Realty Executives now?
Yeah, so there are what we kind of call 4 main offices. There's one in Farragut, there's this one here in West Hills, there's one in Fountain City, and then one in Marable. And then we have altogether 15 offices. The other ones are ones that we call a powered brand, which is kind of an agent that wants to kind of open up their own brick and mortar shop kind of under our flag. In 1980, we became the #1 real estate firm in the market for transaction size, volume, and agent count. And have held that distinction, ever since. So pretty impressive run.
Yeah, over 40 years. That's a great run.
Yeah.
And what do you think has given you the ability as Realty Executives here locally to hold that flag and carry that title?
One thing that I always tell people, I think we do differently than other companies, is our kind of internal mission statement with our staff is that the agent is the customer. So it's a little bit different of a mindset, I think, that other firms have, that our customer isn't really buyers and sellers, that's the agent's customer. Our customer is the agent.
Well, I can attest to that because, that was one thing that really attracted us to coming to Realty Executives and opening our own power brand was the fact that it was just such a great culture and atmosphere here with meeting with you, and we really appreciate that, and I think that it says a lot about the culture and Realty Executives as a whole.
Realty Executives, obviously, we're proud to be the #1 company in the market. We just found out we were ranked 50th in the entire nation. That's out of about 200,000 firms.
Wow.
From a volume standpoint, we did right at 3.4 billion last year in volume. Our 3 closest competitors combined did under that number. So we're outpacing by quite a bit. I think we do have good competitors in the market. I think competition makes everybody better. From an agent count standpoint, we have right at 875 agents at Realty Executives. Our 2 closest competitors are somewhere in the 400 to 500 number. So outpacing them quite a bit.
Thank you, Justin, for having us today, and I look forward to what Realty Executive has to offer in the future.
Absolutely. It's always good talking with you, Jacob.
Thank you. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today on American Dream TV, Selling Knoxville. Your host here, Jacob Collins. Until next time, keep living your American dream.
Welcome back to East Tennessee. I'm Christy C.J. Pace, your host for American Dream TV. Today we are out in Philadelphia, which is about 40 minutes outside of the metropolitan of Knoxville. And we're going to be visiting this beautiful farm. It's 30 acres of land. It's got longhorn steer, Angus beef, and Smokin' F barbecue. I can't wait to find out what the F really stands for. I hear there's a good story behind it. Let's go check it out and see. So, Jay and Brooke, what a fantastic venue.
Thank you.
And I want to know about you all. So, This being the American Dream TV, we talk about ways that you've reached your aspirations and your goals. And if 2 people have done that, it is definitely you guys. What a story you have. So you experienced a fire.
We had moved here from Texas. We'd been in that home
just over a year.
Just over a year. Woke up one morning. Thankfully, we were all up, and I just hear a scream when I'm in the shower. And our shop was attached to the home, and it was engulfed. So
the whole shop was already gone. So we just grabbed kids. We have 5 dogs. We had a house pig. We had everything. The beauty was that everybody around here showed up. People we didn't know. We hadn't lived here long enough to have many friends. And this whole community just embraced us. This road was covered with tractors and trailers and trucks. Just people showing up. They couldn't do anything, but they hugged us all day long. They were putting money in our pockets. They were bringing clothes. I mean, we told them, y'all are stuck with us now, because they loved us so well.
So talk about smoking F's.
Smoking F.
Everybody wants to know what the F is, right?
Everybody wants to know what the F is.
So what is that?
What's the F stand for? We're like Frankovich, our last name.
And
they're like,
no,
really?
Yeah,
What does it stand for?
And so that never even occurred to us at all when we came up with the name. But now we've expanded on that.
I was gonna say, we have a lot more F's now than the Frankovich. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So we sat down as we grew this and said, hey, what is it that we're about? And so our F's are faith, food, family, farm, and freedom. Those
and now the feedlot.
And now the feedlot. I guess we got 6.
Yeah.
So faith.
Yes, ma'am.
Number 1.
Family.
Yep.
Food.
That's right.
Farm.
Farm.
And freedom.
And freedom.
I love that.
If there's anything I could share, it's just how good God is. He meets you no matter where you're at. Everybody has the same gift that they can receive. And
if you just work hard, he meets you. That's
yeah.
our goal. We work real hard,
Yeah,
and he always meets us and always delivers.
We work real hard here at just meet people where they are and be good.
I love that. Thank you guys so much for having us out here.
Thank you.
We've really enjoyed it.
I hope so. I hope you ate well.
Oh, yes.
You're welcome to stick around, enjoy the show, or come back and see us.
Oh, I definitely
I'm a hugger.
will. Oh, me too. Me too.
Thank you.
It's been great to meet you.
And you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad we came out here today to see Smokin' F's and meet this wonderful family. Hi, babe. If you want a real treat, come on out and see Smokin' F's barbecue.
This is the American Dream, and I'm your host, Gina Knight, and I'd like to welcome you to Crossville, Tennessee. Today, we're visiting the Cumberland Homesteads. This was a community that was founded in the 1930s under Roosevelt's Put America Back to Work initiative. And of the 252 structures that were built in this period, 218 still remain. We're gonna go in and talk to Mr. Charles Tollett, our local historian, and he's gonna tell us a little bit about this. He's one of the original descendants. So come on, let's go meet him. Mr. Tollett, thank you so much for sharing some of your vast knowledge of homesteads here. Tell me a little bit about the story of the homesteads.
Well, that's what people want to ask. They want to know, what's a place like this doing in a place like this? The homestead story is not a story, but it's many stories told by many people in many voices. And so that's the fascinating part of the thing.
And I understand from you that Eleanor Roosevelt was almost nosily involved, and she, her vision was incredible. You know, she wanted them to not just survive.
And her husband, better known as FDR, frequently said, we want to help these people survive, but we want them to do more than survive. We want them to live the abundant life.
The other thing I found fascinating is the construction. I mean, all these years later, over 218 of the 252 are still standing. Tell me a little about the construction and why our homestead project is still in better shape than most of the ones that were done.
Yeah, they're still standing, and they're standing proudly, and there's several reasons for it. One is that we had a first-rate architect.
Mr. Todd is actually a descendant of one of the original homestead families, and we have many of those families still here today.
Well, it's sort of a thing to do, and I think the Tower Association is getting ready to collect some of those survivors and have a little get together. But one of the things we really ought to say is that the state park, Cumberland Mountain State Park, which is now a state park, was originally built as Cumberland Homesteads Park. It was built by the CCC boys, and it was supervised by the Department of the Interior, and it was part of this abundant life. It was a recreational area for the homesteaders.
And it's a beauty, let me tell you. And that bridge, I understand, is one of the most photographed icons in the state of Tennessee. Well, thank you so much for coming out and sharing with us. And I look forward to talking with you again, because every time I do, I learn something new, and I love it.
My privilege.
Thank you so much. So we're here at one of the original homestead houses that was built in the 1930s, and they're all very similar. They're very easy to spot. They're all built with the crab orchard stone, or the field stone in this case. They all have the multiple chimneys and the very steep roofs, and you can see them scattered throughout the landscaping in the homestead area. Thank you so much for coming out and visiting us at the Cumberland Homesteads. This is one of my favorite places. It's so beautiful out here. I hope you take the time to come out and take a look. And I'd also like to thank Mr. Tollett for sharing all his knowledge with us. And I hope you come see us next time when we go to Jamestown to see speed racking horses. Bet you don't know what that is. Thank you so much. This is Gina Knight with The American Dream. Bye for now.
My name is Lisa Wiles, and I will be your host today for American Dream TV Selling Knoxville. The Big Ears Festival has arrived in downtown Knoxville, and it is transforming our little downtown into a unique musical experience. The only thing to expect is the unexpected. Now, I have an appreciation for music, but I brought somebody here that's actually been to this festival multiple times, and he's going to help me explain a little bit more about it.
Hi, friend.
Hey, this is Jason White. He's with the Jason White team, broker, realtor, team lead with Century 21 Legacy up in the Great Smoky Mountains. His team specializes in short-term rentals, and what a niche to fill, because over 13 million people visit the Great Smoky Mountain National Park every year.
And they need a place to stay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
But that's not why we're here, actually. We're here because it's the 10-year anniversary of Big Ears, which brings Knoxville together in a unique way, brings the community together in a unique way, brings people from around the world. You have to come to Knoxville and do this event.
You have to be immersed. You have to be to believe it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna meet up with Jason right after I take you guys to the Tennessee Theater to personally meet one of our local artists, and then I will see you later.
See you soon.
All right.
All right.
Becky, thank you so much for the early access.
Sure, welcome. Come on in. I can't wait to show you around.
All right, let's go. The Tennessee Theater opened its doors on October 1st, 1928 as a motion picture palace and was coined as the South's most beautiful theater. This space has entertained millions of patrons over the last 95 years. In 2005, it underwent a $30 million renovation. It is home to dozens of concerts and comedies, Broadway shows, classic movies, and also hosts the Knoxville Symphony, the Knoxville Opera, Knoxville Jazz Orchestra, and it is an anchor venue at the Big Ears Festival annually.
I've been listening to the rhythm of my own drum back since day one.
There you are.
Hey Lisa, how you doing?
I'm doing so well. Thank you for taking time out of your sound check to come and just speak with us briefly today. So this venue means something to you. You've been here before, right?
Absolutely, many times over the years, and I've had the pleasure to hear and see a bunch of great shows and play on the stage.
Our friend here is Cruz Contreras. He started his career with Robinella and the CC String Band, then evolved into the Black Lilies, a wildly popular band locally out of Knoxville area, and now is embarking on this new adventure of your solo album.
Yes.
Which we're really excited about. Where did the evolution come from you going from a band to a solo?
Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to do, is put out music under my own name, and this was the first time. I'm a bit of a late bloomer. I wrote the songs kind of in a traditional way that I might usually do, sort of in a country folk way. When you hear the record, there's times when you're not going to know what instrument is making the music. There's a lot of sound, and it's an experience.
You've come to Big Ears just to watch the shows and whatnot before, but actually playing on this international stage with people coming in from different countries and all over our country, how does that feel?
I'll be collaborating with Dave Edgar, amazing cellist. He's also the best piano player I've ever met in my entire life.
Super excited to hear this.
It's an honor. This is an internationally renowned festival, and the spectrum of music here really goes all the way from one side to the other.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
It's the musical mind.
Thank you guys so much for joining me on my adventure today. I want to thank you for taking some time out with me, and Becky for graciously sharing her beautiful theater with us.
Just beyond the clouds there is sunlight. Let's take that ride.
I think online said it best. At the heart of Big Ears is a spirit of adventure, exploration, and discovery. Thank you guys for coming with me today on my adventure and allowing me to show you why I love this little city. Now, I am off to the festival.
Traveling the road that has no end.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American dream.